Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. I'm no expert on this subject, but I think I've got it figured out if I got the question right. A gentleman left me a message on one of my videos how you can make a bunch of blue colors of different colors. The only thing bad about it, they're not going to be named, they're just going to be numbers. And so I've created one. I started off with blue and went to white. So if we look and we right click on that, it puts it ready to go, but it gives you the color. But if we go to somewhere, there is show color names. So these colors have blue, but that's only that blue that it's an RGB blue. So what we could do is take that away. Now, one thing you could do to pick other colors is you can pick that color and right click and hold down. And you've got a bunch of, it's showing you the blue, but it is also showing you other shades of blue that you could use. Now, one thing you could do I have nothing in my document palette. I'm actually going to go to Windows Color Palettes and open up Document Palette, and I don't have any colors. So I'm going to take a 1-inch square just to make it easy. And I've got my ratio locked, so it's 1 inch. I'm actually going to take the color away. I don't want any color, I want an outline. And I'm going to hit the plus key, and I'm going to move that over. And in this one, I've done two blue ones, so I'm going to do a red. So I'm going to do from red to yellow. Take away the outline. Take away the outline of both of them. I'm going to select them both. And for the video, I'm just going to do like 20 blends. I'm going to go to blend, and I'm going to blend it just 20 times. Now, it's showing a couple of colors that I've already got picked, and we actually need to delete those. But first, we're going to go to Object and break the blend apart, and then go to Object and ungroup them so they're individual colors. Now, we haven't used them yet, but I want to get, well, you know what? We might not have to do that. So here's a bunch of colors from red, which is 255, R255, G0, B0, to 255, 194, O. So you've got a really nice blend of oranges and yellows. Then if we go to Windows Color Palettes and add colors, wait a minute, just a second, let's do it right here. Add colors, create palette from colors. Yes. It's going to come up with this, and we're going to call this red. You know what, I already had a red and yellow, but we'll make this yellow 2. And we're going to hit save. Now, and see, we've got that palette. Now, let's just close that palette. And let's close my blue. I'm just hitting that arrow and going down to close. So now, if I want this palette, I can go to go to Windows Color Palettes and Palettes, not Palette Editor, Palettes. And right there is my yellow and red 2. So all I have to do is click on it, and it's going to bring it into my palette. It's a special palette that I created that you can use. So let's take away all this, and let's take a square and okay. I'm using somebody else's program, or I accidentally set this. So I'm going to double click and go right here to no fill. So I'm going to just make some squares. Wow. I am using somebody else's file. So I need to go to F12, be the easiest, and pick Well, it's even picking my color. Maybe I did something. Let's go to RGB red, and I want to make it a hairline. So it is. So now when I draw, let's draw circles this time. And if I want to use some of my new colors, you know what? Let's do this. Let's make it kind of interesting. Let's draw a circle, hit P, put it in the center of the page. Control D and make a duplicate. Hold down the shift key, and it'll grow from the center. So now if we want to do this, and we're going to, well, you know what? That's not really a color. It's going to take the whole thing. This isn't a good example. Tell you what, let's do this too. Let's hit B and put it to the bottom of the page. Now, these are rings and not objects. So we actually need to, what the smartest thing to do is take the Smart Fill tool and make these a color. So now we can go to here and pick one of our new colors. We can go here and pick a new color. We can go here, pick a new color. We can go here, pick a lighter color, and then whatever you want to do on that one. So you can make your own color palette, and you could have a bunch of color palettes. Like I see people that draw with Corel and color professionals, they'll have, you know, many palettes of colors. And maybe that's why, so when they're doing stuff like this. But you can do any color. You know, we have already done blue from white. You could do, let me just show you another example. So this one we're gonna hit blue. This one we're gonna hit this light blue. I'm gonna take away the outline of both of them. And I'm gonna blend these. Go up to Effects, Blend. And you could blend them 999 times, I think is the max. But look at that. Then you need to go to Object, break the blend apart, go up to Object, Group, and Ungroup. And now you have all these variations of colors that you could use, and you can make your own palette color. Now, the bad thing is there's no name, it's just a color. This is R0, G255, B255. Look at this. I mean, this is the next step. R0, 243, 255. And just to put it in a little bit more information in this, if you will take that circle and hold down your control button, you can go over here and just click on a yellow, and it'll make it more orange or more yellow if you keep going. I mean, if you keep going, it'll actually make it probably yellow. And then if you go, well, I want to put a little white, make it a little white, maybe one touch of blue. That's an ugly color, but you can use the control button to mimic or change any of these colors. And if you've got something in your color palette and you want to put in that hole, you can use the color eyedropper, and let's say I want that one right there, right there. So you don't have to go over to your palette. You can, this is kind of like the Smart Fill tool, but it really works well on colors. Because if you use the Smart Fill tool, it'd have to be the same thing. So you'd have to go up here and get the eyedropper and pick that. See, that one's 02455, 03655. So just pick that one and then hit that blue. Other than that, I hope that was what his question was. Making your own color palettes is easy, and they're not in the way, because when you're going to want to get rid of them, just go to Palettes and close it. It's still there, but you can just go get it by going to Windows, Color Palettes, Palettes, not Palette Editor, and just turn all those. I've even got one called Neon, blue and white, blue and purple. There's that yellow and red. See how much different it is. See, on that one I did a long time ago, I must have done many colors. Now, instead of having to go through here and shut all these down, you could just de-check them and they'll go away. So you always, and then, so there's your document palette. You can turn it off too, if you don't like that. Anyway, I hope that helped that gentleman a little bit. Thank you for watching.